There we go. There we go. That's better. What have I turned off? Have I turned off the headphones or something now? I don't know. Welcome, everybody. How are we? I did press a button. I'm sure I did. How are we? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Monday. Start of a brand new week. The start of, anticipation. We've got potential joy. We have things that, you know what, we can only dream of. Is it going to work, though? That's the question. Is it going to work, or is it going to be just another Groundhog Day experience of us with Football Manager? I think we all know the answer to that. So let's get right into it. Music's a little bit sort of like melancholy, I think, tonight, so we might have to boost a little bit of the vibes, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe this is going to be appropriate. Let's kick on to 12, shall we? Oh dear. Here we are, chat. Here we are. It's just another middle of the road Darlow performance. Played 23, won 10, that's good. Drawn 9, not bad. Lost 4, okay. We're still ninth. We're still ninth. 33, 3 minutes and 34 seconds until the first fuck off is my prediction. Do you know what? That's pretty good going. 33. That requires us getting into a game pretty quickly. In fact, it doesn't actually. I could probably do it before that. Fixtures wise, we've not been doing great, have we? We've sort of just like meandering a little bit. 4 defeats at the halfway point is good. It is, Llama. Like, this is the problem though. Like, I'd take that. 4 defeats. Alfreton and Kidderminster have had 8 defeats. Curzon, Tamworth, 5 defeats. So, it's not all bad. And again, we're only 3 points from the playoffs. I feel like I say this every single stream. We're only 3 points away from the playoffs. We're within touching distance. We didn't go to Gateshead. We got a job offer in the last stream. If you weren't around, we got a job offer from Gateshead, who are currently 19th. And they were going to offer us a wage budget almost a quarter, probably about a third, actually, of our current wage budget. And then they were going to pay us half the wage we were getting at Darlington. And do you know what? We considered it for quite a while and be like, this might not be such a bad idea, actually. But in the end, I was like, do you know what? Maybe we stay. Maybe we stay. Up the Trinity, says Chris. We actually had a little look at Gainsborough. Did we beat Gainsborough? I think we might have done. Let me have a little check. What our last result was. We did play. We beat them 2-1. We beat them. Lee Bassey's in. Welcome. Appreciate the follow. Llama says, I'm not convinced a 46 game season suits your management style. Too many twists and turns. Keep the faith and enjoy the ride. This is your club and these are your boys. Go and lead them to glory. That's what we're talking about. And if I learned anything from Llama's stream this afternoon, it is this. When you are in desperate times, there's only one thing to do. And it is Google hedgehogs in sombreros rather than look at Football Manager, because that's the way you get out of a problem. Wonderful. It was a wonderful time in Llama's stream this afternoon. I had a great time. Llama, I didn't stay till the end, I must admit, so apologies. But could you give me, did you manage to stay up? Dido doesn't help the football. Nah, it's not really, is it? It's all a bit, I've got like an all-out 90s thing going on here, but this is not really. Right, here we go. I reckon we'll do this, right? This will get us going instead, right? Let's give this a bit of time. We'll fade this one out, and then I think we're gonna go on to this this playlist instead. That should give us a bit more oomph. It's a depressing playlist. It's a depressing playlist, but it feels appropriate at the same time. So there is that. We did not survive, apparently, but the hedgehogs looked very cute in their sombreros, so that's something. Llama, terribly sorry. Terribly sorry. But you will come back fighting. You'll be victorious once more. I guarantee it. Convinced of it. One thing I did notice as well, and did learn from Llama as well, was that there was there was one moment when it was burn everything to the ground. And I was like, I think I'm home. I think I'm home. So I'm wondering whether or not we could do something. Oh, right. Do I have my right? Okay. Here's what, right? See, because this doesn't, right. I'm taking advice from something that was offered to us earlier on. Right? I mean, look at all these green lines. Look, everything's lovely. Everyone knows what's going on. This is brilliant. This was mentioned, wasn't it? Right, about sort of like how a club could play in the real world. And I was always very much like, it's not going to work, is it? Right. So it was discussed, the idea about sort of like trying to watch how maybe Sunderland played or whatever and do the centre-back split and all that kind of nonsense. So let's look at it. Shall we? Let's tamper with the roles, doing stuff. How do I make so do they go wider? Right, so stay wide when we're attacking. For centre-backs. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this so much. Jalon has a hint of Brobby about him. He has a bit, Annie. He has. Right, so if I move my centre-backs wider, right, I'm going to put Okachukwu as an advanced wing-back, so he gets all the way up, right? When has tinkering ever failed us before? Never failed us. There's clearly no way this can go wrong, right? Might be worth asking your team to hold shape and attacking transition. That should reduce players being out of possession. Now, have we got that? Where is it? Where do I do that then? Someone's going to have to tell me where this is. Because I'm sure I saw it before. Well, I know where it was in the last game. I don't know where it is now, of course. Because everything's all different in it. So nobody really knows. You've currently got it set to counter-attack. Oh, that bit. All right. Okay. Got you. Okay. Thank you. Right. Let's make ourselves an attacking side, shall we? So, right, this is all down to you, 33, by the way, right? It's slowly dawned on me that we're a bit shit. We are a bit shit, yes. I don't think that Bindley is Spindly Bindley is not a playmaker of sorts. Or is Spindly Bindley the playmaker? Vision and passing. He is the playmaker, right? Be the advanced playmaker. Coulson's going to come inside. Okay, that's fine. Maker was he's a playmaking winger though, isn't he? But he's also not. So he can come inside there. Jallo, we want him to be the big Brobby. So maybe having him link, dropping in, or running the channels possibly. Or do we just lump it up to him? There we go. Lump it, target forward. Yeah, get him to do that. So I suppose possibly in possession then, do we do it like that? Maybe Billington doesn't get wide, doesn't get up. Are we stopping off at Weatherby Services today? We always stop off at Weatherby Services. Always. And then I don't want anything else other than that. Right. So that's in possession. Out of possession, we then want everyone dropping back. So Gilligan's a presser, is he? Actually, get him to drop. Screen. Screen and press. Yeah? Is that right? Can Bindley press out of possession? Yes, he can. Okay. And then tracking midfielders, wide midfielders, yeah, that's fine. And then obviously we want him to be just the outlet. Yeah. Hold up the ball, yes. Take fewer risks, possibly. Slippy, welcome in, Slippy. How are we? Has to closely follow specific opposition play around the pitch. Nah, we don't need that, do we? Tackling, marking, trigger pressing. Yeah, he can press as well. All right, TJ, I heard, Slippy says, I heard TJ started being a wrestling promoter as well. Shane, I missed it. I'm a TW player for the last 4 or 5 years. Every Sunday, Slippy, that's where we're going to be. That's where we're going to be. Sundays is when we do it. A line hogging goalkeeper. Do we want a line hogging goalkeeper? Don't know. Right. There we go. That's maybe something to look at as a new variation of tactic, possibly. It's a lot. Do you know what it is? It's a lot of work to do to then lose our next match, isn't it? And be like, well, never mind. So we'll work out how we get on. This is like Radio 4 game of Mornington Crescent, except it's for Weatherby Services. So it has been mentioned we are in a reasonable spot. There we go. Curzon Ashton match postponed. Perfect. That's what we want. If we can just, cancel some more games, we'll be all right. Next match is Telford on Boxing Day. El Diego, hope you're good, buddy. Luffy, this is like me researching the perfect setup in an F1 game, knowing I'm just going to crash at the first corner. It's pretty much it, isn't it? Like, I do feel like we're already we're already going like, can we just put some more mud in my eyes just to then really, really make sure that when we get to that first corner, we're traveling super fast. Is the track really bad? It is really wet. Good, excellent. Yeah. Make sure it's really, really wet. That'll be a really good idea. It's already 2-0. It's already half time, 2-0 down and a man sent off. I mean, is that a real life football thing or is that a TJ football thing? Because that feels like a TJ thing, to be honest. All right, let's stop focusing on Football Manager. Let's focus more about pumping up our jams. Which I think if we focused more on that, then I reckon we'd be better off making jam than managing a football team, to be honest. Oh, TJ, what are you up to tonight? We're actually, what we're doing is we are doing a beekeeping simulator. I'd fucking love that, actually. It'd be brilliant. What kind of jam? Raspberry jam. Strawberry's like an obvious, innit? You know what I mean? Like, strawberry's obvious jam, but I think raspberry, like, maybe doesn't get the, maybe an underrated jam, you know? And don't get me wrong, if someone was offering, I'd be all over the idea of lemon curd. You know what I mean? Loganberry, oh, very Scandinavian. Very, very Scandinavian indeed. Blackcurrant jam's all right. It's all right. You know, okay with blackcurrant jam. Rhubarbs are in season. Oh, Ash, you know me too well. Yeah, my granddad used to grow rhubarb, and we had lots of good rhubarb. Right, let's see if this abomination works, shall we? I don't know if I want it to work. Damson jam, especially when it's homemade, is amazing. Oh, do you know what? Some people say we are too cultured on this in this part of the internet. I say, agreed. Your granddad did the same. Plus, he was a Sunderland fan. There we go. Sounds like a wonderful individual. Okay, let's see what we can do then. So this is me in possession. So Okachukwu is going to get forward. We're going to give him that advanced wing back, hopefully broken roll thing. Get him further forward. I've got my centre backs going wide because apparently that's what you have to do these days. Doesn't work with sushi. My granddad didn't grow sushi. Maybe he did actually. Maybe that's why I got into it. I mean, it looks horrible, doesn't it? Rhubarb FC, let's go up the barbs, says there's a comment over on YouTube. You know what? Already I would sign up for Rhubarb FC. Let's leave Darlington, shall we? Oh, there's Bindley away. Bindley's got tights and gloves, but short sleeves. Bindley, you're a disgrace. Keep going. Oh, why did he not just cut it back though? That's the question. Did the hard bit. Bindley, the non-league Cole Palmer. Did he do skills? He did do all the skills. Exactly, Rougeau. He should have cut that back. There was a man over, with loads and loads of space there, unmarked on the edge of the box. And no. Did he do a flip-flap? Did he? Little cheeky bugger. Oh, great hit. Bindley mega chippy. What's the Newcastle FC equivalent fruit-themed football club sign-up? Probably the Saudi berry. God, Jallo. Dubai chocolate. Yeah. Dubai chocolate can... Yeah, I mean, like... ridiculous, isn't it? The poisoned apple, blood orange, yeah. How about murdered journalist fruit? Is that a thing? That must be a thing, surely. I feel like that's probably a thing. durian because it stinks. That'll do. That'll do for me. Is it starting? I'm not having it, Dan. We're not having. This is not being. We're not saying this is going to be a positive thing, or is it said as it's starting? As in, like, are we going to start getting a bit leery? We might get a bit leery tonight. Who knows? That's the fruit that smells like rotten fish. Oh, yeah. Big shallow. Oh. Is that the one where you got like, is that the one where you've got like people on TikTok trying to eat it and they're just being sick? Is that the one? We haven't said fuck off yet, by the way. Oh dear. Let myself down. Oh, Billington just lets it drop. Oh, look at that. Lovely tackle. Luke O'Nine-esque. I mean, it's not, because obviously he's not clotheslining someone at the same time. Gilligan gets it away. Oh, Pender. Oh, come on, ref. Apparently it's a delicacy in Southeast Asia. Is it? I love how you still can't create a new tactic mid-game. Can you not? I mean, granted, I've never tried. We're ahead, but we're struggling. I mean, that sounds about right, doesn't it? Okay, we move back into 7th, everyone, at this rate. So our defenders are doing good numbers here. Let's get Gomez on rather than Mike Flight. Billington heads away. It's Bernard Ferguson. Big Jallow. Gomez. Bindley. Or Pender. He's got to do better than that, hasn't he? He's got to do better. Got to score from there. Okay, tunes are a bit better. Team's playing a bit better. This can surely only last for this match, maybe. Gomez down the line. Cuts it back. Bindley lets it roll. And it's a penalty. Who's stepping up? It looks like Big Jallow. Is it Big Jallow? Or is it Openda? It might be Openda. Oh, Jallow. Dreadful penalty. Ugh. Really bad. The thing is, we can't even sub him off now and be like, that's awful, because obviously that'll do his confidence no good. Now's a good time to introduce Sammy Robinson. I mean, is it? Is it? Okay. If you say so. It's Gomez. Goes again. It's gone for the near post. Missed penalty equals missed training from Oliver Jallow. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's going to be... Have we considered the fact that he's already pissed? Is that the problem? We haven't looked at that, have we? God, Gomez tackles. He's through. He's got no one in front of him. Complete clean run on goal. Got to finish. Oh, how's he missed that? Oh, come on. Not away. Gomez. Oh, I thought he was going to score a volley from there and be like, oh, I missed the easy one. I'll score the difficult one. That's a shocker, innit? Openda puts it in. It's nodded away. Back to Openda. Shallow misses at the near post. Another corner. Pressure's on. We've not done anything with it, though. 23 shots, 57% possession. Who are we? This is aggressive Darlington. Look at that. 23 shots. We've still only managed one goal. Yeah. So, right. So maybe we have to start attacking a bit more. Is that the... Some X-Files conspiracy shit. Yeah, get Mulder and Scully on the case. Yeah, and Smoky Man. Okay, so big win there against Telford. Brackley next. I mean, these games keep coming big, don't they? Now I'll be thinking about Gillian Anderson all night. I mean, hey, you're not the only one, Luffy. It's the only person where someone dressing up as Margaret Thatcher seems appealing. It's like, no, Gillian Anderson, damn you. Jallo aiming for his spot in the Northern Premier League Team of the Century. I think so. Scores a good goal, misses a penalty. We'll be able to see by tomorrow morning. Oh, God. The bed sheets will walk out on their own. Like a tent. It look like they've been to Mountain Warehouse. George Bell's had to be removed because he now plays league football. Are we attacking Brackley? I feel like they're probably lower down in the league, aren't they, Brackley? They're beneath us. They're 14th. Oh, look at them, lucky bastards, mid-table. Oh. Let's attack them, shall we? Let's make fun of Gateshead as well. If you drop the bed sheets, they'll break like glass. Yeah. One of my favourites was from Rick Mail. You know, I've got so many crinkly Kleenex. I need a step ladder to get into bed at night. I like that. I also like the idea of bed sheets smashing like glasses, like Stone Cold. Brackley match has been postponed. Nobody wants to play us at the minute, do they? St Albans, they're 10th. Right? Do we attack them? I reckon if we finish the stream now, folks, then we're unbeaten. Yeah, you can't argue with that. You know, Llama did the best thing of not actually playing against anybody. So he's like, I've got this covered. End the stream, but don't turn the computer off. That's the difference, isn't it? Louis Bradbury still scoring goals. Out of contract at the end of the season. 17, well, 21 this season in all competitions. 16 last season, all competitions. 16 the season before. 38 the season before that. 31. I mean, he's doing well at Curzon, isn't he? Sack this off and load up TW. Do you know what? Mrs. J spoke to me last night. She went, "Oh, how was your wrestling stream last night?" I was like, "Oh, it was good. It was good. I enjoyed it." She went, "Have you got Denise Van Outen in it then, have you?" I was like, "Yes." Yes. And she's like, "God, it's right. Okay." Also got Denise Van Outen in it. You know, don't know what she was expecting. Surely everyone would be more surprised if Denise Van Outen wasn't on it. Who's Seb Naylor? Left back who doesn't seem very good anymore now. Let's remove him from the shortlist. We don't need him anymore. Charlie Knowles. Charlie Knowles can jump, but that's about all we had from him, wasn't it? Eric Hammelberg. WM player, plays from Portugal. Lamin Sidibe. Oh, yeah, I remember him, yeah. Let's remove him as well. Braden Graham's developing concerns. Well, we did say we might have to fire him out of a cannon as well. Surely you can't be serious. I am serious. Don't call me Charlie. Tikalemba has left now. So he was quite useful when he turned up. He was on a non-contract, so he got he's gone, unfortunately. He's gone. He's gone to Agle du Congo in the in DR Congo. So yeah, that's where he's gone. It's a shame because, you know, he played all right. He played way above his clear abilities, but you know, he's a first teamer for Marine and Berry. Less so for us. But yeah, he's gone. He's gone. I wonder whether we can try and sneak here the loan in for. Charlie FM coming in your ears. That's what she said. You might want to clean them. I would recommend Kleenex or cotton wool. Not the kind of wool you'd use for a jumper. YouTube comment. I think I've missed the context, but he's only 25. What the fuck was he doing going back? I need to know what that's from. Sorry, I've completely missed that. If you knew, this is what happens. I get distracted. This is a tune, Dan. I don't care what people say. Like, yes, fine. You know, crap nightclubs have ruined it. Dads have ruined it. Individuals who play air guitar on a night out have ruined it. But it is still a tune and a half. Oh, the Congo centre back. Ah, right, yeah. What's he going back for? No idea. Family reasons, possibly. Don't know. Opportunities. Maybe he hated playing for me that much that he'd rather go back to Congo. Look, TJ, I'm going to be honest with you, right? It's probably better for us all if we leave. Fuck. 47 minutes. There you go. Oh, disallowed. No, doesn't count. Knee backsies. Unfuck. It wasn't fuck off. True. It wasn't, was it? Oh, what a ball that is. Out to Bernard Ferguson. Billington. He's gone back for the bongo, says Kevin. I was waiting for someone to mention a bongo. Shallow heads it wide. Right, Okachukwu getting up and down the wings. Do we need Billington to do the same? Maybe he can push up a bit. Have we had Ace of Base on already tonight? Or am I just imagining that this is maybe what we do most of the time? I love that. We're playing good stuff at times. A goal or two would allow us to be very pleased with how things are going. Yeah. Yeah. It would. If we were 2-0 up, yeah, that would be class. What fantastic feedback. We're doing all right, Gaffer, but you know what? If we were 2-0 up, that would be class. Yeah, it would be. That was shocking, by the way, from Okachukwu. Would be great if we were winning. Yeah, literally it, innit? Going. Like me going to the circus and being like, oh, yeah, you did class, TJ, but it would be mint if you could actually do some circus tricks. Well, yeah, obviously. You know? But you know, what I lack in circus ability is I make up for it in enthusiasm, right? Fuck! No, unfuck. Second goal disallowed. Darlington masterclass in dominating a 0-0 draw. Innit? Problem is, well, that they've done that ball over the top a couple of times, so let's drop off a bit. So they're not getting the ball over the top. But I also don't think that we're going to score. This could be 0-0 against bottom of the league. Tell you what, let's see if we can get the ball wide, shall we? Where do we focus play? Play for set pieces as well. Let's do that. Yeah, that probably works, doesn't it? That feels about right. Oh, here we go. Time to concede. Right, Gomez is away. Floating, you've got Big Shallow there. Big Bobby Jallow. Here we go. Gomez, look at him. Just pushes his man away. Big header. Come on. We can still make 12th if we try our best. Oh, that's a cracking ball. Darlington. He's gone for it. He's gone for it. Oh, deflected. Gilligan's on a 6-4. Do we move Douglas back up again? Whisper it quietly, maybe 11th. Very quiet, Ian. Do not say that loud at all. I don't want anybody to hear us. Right? If you have to whisper, whisper. Their formation is narrow. Gomez should be doing everything in possession. Yeah. Here's Billington. Short throw. Oh, decent throw. Douglas. Okachukwu. Deflected. Coulson. 2-0. And they've got to be upset now. They've had 2 goals conceded. 2 goals disallowed, sorry. And then they've conceded 2. That's got to hurt, hasn't it? Leeds beat Man U. Spurs are big trouble. Leeds have got to play Spurs in a couple of weeks as well, haven't they? I think Chris has now resigned himself to the giggling phase. Just that moment where you just have to like laugh or cry. We're in danger. Streak is currently still on. Let's go. A minimum of 7 today. 7 goals or 7 points? We could do 7 points. Lama's right. That was a good goal. Coulson being there just to tap things in. Spurs have still got Wolves. I was trying to count Spurs' points up yesterday, Chris, and I can't. Beyond Wolves, and even then with Wolves, I'm not sure where you get your points. But Tony, as you know, and I know, the Championship is a great league. The Championship is class. It's brilliant. And do you know what? It won't feel it at the time because it's not good to get relegated. Like, it just isn't. But it's a good thing to get rid of all of your rotten core. Like, you gotta like get rid of some of that, those sort of like rotten apples that are in the dressing room. Get rid of like people who are just there on big money. They don't care enough. And if you can do it and then get straight back out, it puts you in a much better position. But I mean, whether it works or not is tough. But yeah, no one's ever going to say relegation is the best thing for anybody. But there's a small part of me thinks to be a stint in rehab. Yeah, I mean, look what happened, right? Sunderland obviously did it. They did it to the extreme and went down 2 divisions. Villa did it. Seemed to work for them. Newcastle did it, but then they were obviously they've been bought out by Saudi Arabia, so we don't count them. Man City, used to play in League 2, League 1, but as again before state ownership as well. Timing is everything. Man City to draw level with Arsenal, then the verdict from the Chargers gets handed down. Spurs are fucked. The Argentinian centre-back's gone for the next few weeks. Look, honestly, we all know that City are going to win the league, right? It's just one of those, isn't it? Like it's just going to happen. It's down to years and years and years of shit recruitment. And yeah. And as it has for lots of clubs. Like Man U's taken a long time to pull themselves back up. Chelsea are going to be in the middle of it shortly. Everton have struggled. You know, clubs now have to start looking at how do they actually do it and recruit properly. Like, you look at the examples, I guess, are always Brighton, Brentford, Sunderland, probably a little bit now. You know, players are available for better money than some teams pay. It's just about being smart and like, how do you do it? And do you have the structure in the club correct? Like, you know, are the right people there, the right decision makers? That's where it needs to be at every club, and not every club gets it right. You know, I was listening to a thing with the Lincoln CEO on the radio the other day, and he was like, look, you know, he's been there 9 years. Gives us hope. And it's just like, right, how do you give teams that much time to do things right? Everyone wants success right now. The Super League was a problem for teams like Spurs wanting to be involved in the conversation. Huge stadium, massive expense. That's a problem. And then the big issue is if you do get relegated, it's not easy. It's not easy when you go down. Like, the Championship is super tough. It's super tough, and not just super tough in terms of competitiveness. Every club sees you as the big game, so every club raises their game against you. Like, so you've got to be on it every single week. And the pressure and expectation will be to win it. So you can't have an off day. You can't have any slip-ups because someone else who's been there for years and years and years knows how to do it. As 33 says, yeah, 2 extra teams in the playoffs next season as well. In a sense, that'll help because it gives you a bigger chance to get back up. You only have to finish 8th in that sense. The amount of games is tough, yeah. You know, the players that you're gonna get, like, you're gonna lose a lot of players, and then it's like, right, who do you attract? Who comes into the club? Like, you know, you're fortunate. Tottenham will still be a big draw in that league. They'll still be a big draw. But you'll probably still end up overpaying. You don't want to have the thing where, and I think it was like Sunderland and Villa apparently were saying this when players turned up when they were in the Championship, and the players were turning up and going, oh fuck, I've made it. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, this is my big shot. I'm at Spurs now. Look at this ground. Look at this facility. You know, I've arrived as a footballer. You don't want that. You want players who turn up and go like, right, this isn't good enough. We can't be in the Championship. We've got to get moving. We've got to push on. That's the problem. Like, so you don't have those players who are like sort of, yeah, this is their big moment. Can't be their big moment. Yeah. Problems getting rid of players. Absolutely no one is going to match Conor Gallagher's 200 grand a week wages as well. And there'll be certain players who've got things in their contracts where their wages will drop. They'll have release clauses, but yeah, again, footballers get paid too much money. You can't move them. So, like, how quickly do you just sack these players off? Can you sack them off and just like go, right, you know what, we might have to just get rid of, for example, Conor Gallagher or Xavi Simons, you know, Richarlison. Like, who's right with all the will in the world, all the love in the world? Who's going to take Dominic Solanke at 70 million quid or 60 million quid? Like, nobody. Richarlison's probably go off to Italy maybe or something. Newcastle for Solanke. Yeah. Wonder if Archie Gray fancies coming back to Leeds. Sunderland for Europe, absolutely Mets. I can see Gray staying, and I can see Maddison staying. Because Maddison's obviously going to have a point to prove in again, and he's been a big, big loss. Can see them two staying. Van der Ven will obviously go. Romero will probably go. Wish there was more payments from the top going fully down the pyramid. That would be class. 380. Money needs to filter all the way down properly, but it's never going to, is it? That's the problem. You know, you look now at like League One. I mean, League One's going to have Leicester in it next season. 10 years ago, Leicester won the Premier League. Now they're going to be playing in League One. Fuck. There you go. We can say it now. I think we're allowed to say fuck at this point, right? Oh, loads of players going missing the ball completely. Dreadful. Where are Brackley? Brackley down in 15th. We're now down in 8th. Even Tooney, welcome in. Are their contracts the same as FM? I doubt it. I doubt it. I think FM takes a guess at contracts. You know. How we turn our form around? We won 2 games in a row, Tooney. Until now. This is now game 3. To be honest, Sunderland representing England in Europe would be great. Can really imagine European nights at the Stadium of Light. I can imagine it. I can imagine it. It's yeah, it could be fun. It could be a lot of fun. Don't know a whole lot about the Premier League these days, says Musician. Would it be fair to say Spurs shouldn't have sacked Big Ange, or is that oversimplifying it? I think Chris is the man who can answer that. It was very much a focus on one trophy, right? Then I came in, I had form tuning Llama's time just to see him get relegated. Right, yeah, okay, that's it then, Tooney. That's the one, yeah. Tell you what, let's pull Gilligan out. Let's pop another striker in. Let's go 4-4-2. Let's make it look disgusting. I guess this is the thing, isn't it? You know, the league form is not great. And this has been 2 years in a row now that Spurs have been in the relegation battles. It's not like this is a one-off. Llama says, we weren't relegated, we just invited to play at a level more suited to our abilities. I like that, Llama. Graham, shallow! Calispire J saying, hope you're well, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. There was a trade-off of winning European trophy, yeah, and you can't take that away. You know what I mean? That's genuinely a thing. Last season you can forgive with injuries. Can he go to PSG in the end? No. He can't get in the PSG end at Anfield. No. He's got to be in my stream ruining it. You know, I can get him a ticket in the cop probably. That'll be good. That'll be good. Having to rely on Dominic Solanke as your goal threat sums it up. Yeah. Braden Graham, Big Jallo, lays it on. And I've always said that Dominic Solanke is shit. And no one's ever agreed with me. Apart from Chris now. Does Zerby staying if Spurs relegated, or does Joe Lewis pick up the phone to Potter? Well, for me, and Chris, I apologise. This shouldn't be a Spurs night for you, because I know it's tough, right? And I get it. It's not really fun to listen to. But for me personally, and I don't know what you feel about this, Chris, I feel that the fact he didn't want the job in the first place, unless you stayed up, and then you sort of went, well, we're going to go and get him anyway. Like, that would have alarm bells ringing for me personally. Ryan says, same here. I'm terrified that Eddie Howe wants him for Newcastle. Yeah, well, I mean, let's be honest, Ryan. You'll be fortunate that Eddie Howe won't be in charge of Newcastle next year. You know, that's the thing. They'll get rid of Eddie Howe. And if they don't, then yeah, you got Dominic Solanke next year. And then you just have to wait for the Saudis to pull out, where they realise that they've not been able to do what they wanted to do. Which would be, in a sense, to be good, because at least you get rid of those traditional green away kits that you've had, you know, that you've always worn. Newcastle have been synonymous with green away kits. Thanks for the good times, Eddie, but time to move on and rebuild. Here's the thing, right. How do you feel about this? Eddie Howe, for me, is he a smoker? He looks like he's got smoker's teeth. I don't know what's made me think that, but every time I see him, I'm just like, he's just on the tabs, isn't he? It's depressing being a Spurs fan. Let's laugh at Arsenal. There is that as well, Chris. You've got that. Don't worry. Because everyone's like, oh, isn't it, like, you know, Arsenal bottled the quadruple. Arsenal never had the quadruple. Arsenal were top of the league. We're in the final of the Carabao Cup. We're still in the FA Cup, and we're still in the Champions League. That's not a quadruple. When is what's happening with St James's Park getting sorted out? Never. They're not getting a new stadium. Arsenal bottom of the league, back to Spurs. Back over to you, Tottenham. Should we laugh at Chelsea for a bit? Lama said a good thing, but Lama was me and Lama, of course, were speaking the other day, and we did discuss between ourselves that it's really, really nice that we don't have Man City and, you know, Chelsea and all that sort of chat in here. We don't have Man U really. There's a little bit of the Liverpool in here, but you know, thankfully we drown them out. There's always a bit of Mags, but you know, the amount of PSG chat we get is very, very minimal. But yeah, 4-1. We should just ignore that. Let's not look at it. I love that. You'll never walk alone. Slot out. Ironically, he would then be walking alone. This is what I like about Liverpool fans. They're fucking idiots. You'll never walk alone unless we don't like you. Then you can fuck right off on your own. Yeah, Klopp's never coming back. Get over it. He's not going to sleep with you, Lynn. Teammate us believe. Was that Welsh? No, that was Scouse screeching, Ryan. She's moved like she took the kids. He's turning the kids against me. I think you're right. I think there is more chance of Liverpool of Spurs staying up than Klopp going back. What's that to like about a guy who has the personality of a doorknob? It doesn't matter. That's not his job. Is not personality, is it? His job is winning football matches. And last year he won the league for you. This year he's doing crap, you know. But last year he won the title. So personality shouldn't come into it because, you know, I'm an entertainer. It doesn't mean that I should be a football manager. Do you know what I mean? I've got to admit, I'm quite funny, but I'm not that good at football management. And I would be shocked if a Premier League club went, TJ, we've seen your football manager stand up, right? Do you want to give it a go? Like, you seem funny enough. Maybe his contract says personality of a doorknob. We'll never know. We will never know. We will never know. Looking through like all the things are good. Oh well, we've tried this this gegenpressing approach, but have we tried no personality? Personality of a peregrine falcon? No. Personality of a doorknob. That's what we'll go with. Players with personalities always going to be mince managers. Yeah. A phone in the weekend had the Arsenal fans demanding Arteta be sacked for the run-in to give Arsenal a better chance of winning the title. Oh, it's great, isn't it? It's brilliant. 8 seasons in, here we are, still clearly are very funny. I am very funny, Andy. This is why we're still here in 8 seasons, because I'm having fun rather than trying to win. It's much more fun. Much more fun doing this. Hale and Pace FC approached TJ to sign them. And also, if Klopp won the league last year, why did Klopp not win it more than once? Klopp's not that good, is he? Really? Let's just throw that hand grenade in there, shall we? Jurgen Klopp, not that good a Premier League manager. Move on. One Premier League title. Who are you? Claudio Ranieri? Howard Wilkinson? Is that who you are? Yeah. Yorkie, as a Villa fan, I can tell you it's not all about personality. I haven't understood many things Unai Emery has said, but I love him. Unai Emery is a good manager. A good manager. Agree on Klopp, TJ. Terrible record in finals. Bit of a bottler. I didn't say finals, Lama. I said leagues. I said Premier League. As we've said before, earlier on, we've got I'm not really cut out for 46 games, but if I was in a competition where the odds were stacked in my favour, I'm sure I could do better. Klopp would have won loads if it wasn't for Man City, but maybe, we don't know. Maybe not. Because okay, so here's the thinking. Here's my counter argument for that. Because logically, I understand where you're coming from, Tuning. If you take them out of the situation, you sit and go, well, we had these amount of points, blah blah blah, right? But would you have had those points? Because would you have had to have bought the players? Have I discussed this before? I feel like I might have done. I've certainly discussed it with Mrs. J. Would you have bought the players you bought? Because essentially what you were doing was buying players to overtake Man City. So things like, would you have spent as much money on Van Dijk, Alisson? Would you have played a certain way? It's ifs, buts, and maybes. Nobody knows the answer, obviously. But there is a question mark there, isn't there? Of it's not as simple. Still spending the Coutinho money, exactly, yeah. It's not as simple as to say if Man City weren't there, then you would have done X, Y, and Z, because that's not, yeah. It's sort of like a lazy comparison. I would have won it all if it weren't for those pesky meddling rival teams. Yeah. We snuck 5 past Alisson, then went and bought him. Yeah, and he's not good either. Well, he's not. 51 charged FC. No, 115 Alexander. And let's not forget, Liverpool, their accounting is not. I'm sure there's issues there as well. Every football club's got issues, let's be honest, right? Every football club has got issues. There's not a single ethical football club in the world. And I'll even put mine in there as well. Klopp was building a team to improve Liverpool and address a specific first team and squad issues. Don't think it's complicated. But he still had to play in front of what was there every week, though, wasn't it? So it was a European side that was working, clearly. Was it working domestically? Well, Ian and George, how are you, pal? 17 months on the Prime. Thank you very, very much indeed. Apart from Darlow, we're legit. Yeah. I mean, look, what I'm doing at Darlington should not be considered by anybody. Yeah. The Nunez money. That's like saying Liverpool would have had 20 Premier League titles if Man U never hired Alex Ferguson. Yeah. It's up there, innit? It's like that. Chelsea would have had no Premier League titles had Abramovich not bought them. We get that. Newcastle would have no Carabao Cups if the Saudis hadn't bought them. 0 Carabao Cups. Imagine that. Even Benny, how are you, pal? West Ham would have no European trophy if it wasn't for David Moyes. Chelsea have the best accountants, deserve a trophy for that. Do they? I think Chelsea's accountants would do a much better job of hiding the losses, surely. Because it doesn't look good. Jason, you're falling for the real-life football talk from the chat. Don't let them gaff it. I know. I all the time, Jason, innit? Hearts won me a title race. It wasn't for Tony Bloom's money. TJ, how dare you? We say the special one wouldn't have coached Chelsea to the top. 100% it wouldn't have done. 100%. There was absolutely no way Mourinho would have gone to Chelsea if it wasn't for Abramovich. What about Everton and the Arteta money? How much did they get for Arteta? Anyway, Everton have bought Pickford. And, as soon as Pickford comes back to Sunderland, I'll be happy. Chelsea's accountant is great at their job, as I am at Darlington. Larissa would have had a European Cup if the owner wasn't a twat. Exactly. There you go. That's the thing. See? It's exactly what it's like. Right. Do we need to move into a 4-4-2 again? Might have been the worst FM half I've ever watched. It's not, George. There's been worse. You know that. You've seen worse. 4-4-2 possibly incoming. At Birmingham, the last ethical club, escaping League One, barely spending a penny and running a sensible budget. Now we've sold our women's team to ourselves. Yeah. Agreed. And you've got a football stadium that looks like it's got Those like sort of those fancy crisp rolls popping out the top of it as well. So maybe what you do is you turn it upside down and it can walk away. It's good. Fighting the good fight. There we go. No Dennis Wise Ballon d'Or. Sadly not. Sadly not. Even my beloved Union aren't ethical. Hang on. They're... How are Union not ethical? Discuss. They've just hired the first women's manager. That's class. Sunderland sold their Philadelphia Union. Sunderland sold their women's team. Yeah, but we've sold them to a separate entity. We've not sold them to ourselves, which is what everyone else has done. So they've now a new owner in charge of the women's team, so it gets its own money. Whereas everyone else has been selling them to themselves and creating another company and being like, oh, this is Sunderland PFC PL Limited or whatever, you know, to get around the profit and sustainability. We've just went, look, in order to that's a better way of funding the team. That's even worse. Can't do that correctly. It's fair. Does the director of football in the game know what they're doing? I doubt it, Alexander. I doubt anybody in the game knows what they're doing. Birmingham retired a player's jersey after one season. There is that. Ethically, they saved a load of money by not having to print out extra shirts. So that probably makes sense somewhere. Do we bring off Bindley? Bindley's on a yellow. Let's do that then. Let's pop Graham on. Do you see them ever implementing a salary cap? No, I don't see it. I'd like to see it, but I don't think it'll ever happen. It should happen, but yeah, I can't see it ever happening. We don't retire the shirts of teenagers unless they made more than 20 appearances. Fair, Llama. That is fair. Oh, missed it. Missed the tackle. Oh, fuck. Don't make me try and do things tactically now. Bastards. Salary cap won't work unless every league has the same one. It'll just be a case of players going to the uncapped leagues. Yeah, agreed. Yeah. So you've got to do that all the way through. Yeah, we shouldn't get beaten at the near post like that. Slipping back out again. Coulson off, I reckon. Gomez in. As much as I'd like to gegenpress it and 4-2-3-1 it, I can't. I really can't. In countries where football is king, a cap would destroy the league given how hyper competitive these leagues are. I mean, the league's not competitive, that's the thing. It's just, they don't want to do that because that means that's when you got to then they don't want teams who are making money to not make money. And let's roll the ball inside. Go on, Graham. Find Jallo. Oh. More interested in a ticket price and TV subscription cap than a salary cap. Even dodgy. How are you, pal? It's a reasonable shout as well, mind. Do you know what I mean? Imagine that. Imagine if you could just pay just a reasonable price of money to go and see a game of football. That'd be good, wouldn't it? You don't need to spend 70 quid on a ticket, 90 quid on a ticket. You certainly don't need to spend 135 quid on a shirt, that's for certain. Unbeaten stream is over, folks. Sorry. 1-0 defeat, sadly. How was the rest of the BSW stream last night? It was good. It was good, thank you. We've yeah, I've loaded it up on the gaming channel to go and have a little nosy on that. See how it ended. It did end up with someone who's been a bit of a knobhead at the end, and I may have snapped at them. But apart from that, though, everything else was good. Yeah. Next Sunday, this Sunday we'll have more, and then the following Sunday is it's going to be. In fact, this Sunday is this Sunday WrestleMania? Is it? They may have gotten banned. You know what? Fair. Please don't do a Tottenham Fallen Giant save. I'm not going to do that. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm very much a streamer, and I'm very much a lower leaguer or a random country somewhere else streamer. I don't do the Premier League. I'll do Sunderland in the beta, and that's it. But yeah, we tend not to get we don't get promoted to the Premier League either, so we never bother with that. Do you think I could keep them in the Championship? I could do. TJ's too hip for the Premier League. Exactly. Right, so my attacking prowess has now been nullified. If you don't do a Premier League save, Tottenham could be the one for you. Oh dear. My local team are doing half price admission for their final home game of the season. £6 entry, under 16s for free. That's pretty cool. That's pretty good. Summer's going to be awful. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Chris. What is this Premier League you talk of? It's mythical land. Similar to Aberdeen, I think. Wrexham or Lincoln to make the Premier League first. Wrexham will make it before Lincoln. But I don't know when. Yeah, Wrexham's maybe about 4 or 5 years away. But yeah, no chance Lincoln make the Premier League. I'm calling it now. I could be wrong, right? And I will be proven wrong at some point. But I can't see Lincoln getting into the Premier League. Right? Okay. That's where I am. Can't wait for the fairy tale of Wrexham getting to the Premier League. I know. Isn't it going to be beautiful? Yeah. All they had to do was believe. And then 2 Hollywood superstars turned up and helped them believe as well. There has been investment in the area. You're right, George. Lincoln and Wrexham in the Premier League, but Spurs not there would be wild. Do you know what? Gone are the days though of like local owners, like the butcher decides that they're going to support the football club and become the chairman. We're not. Those days aren't coming back, like, ever. It's just not a thing, is it? So, we know it's a case of, right, which oil state is going to run the football club, or which celebrity, multi-billionaire celebrity, which investment company is going to have a multi-club ownership model. Gone are the days of George Reynolds. Oh dear. Yes, quite. You could argue that Newcastle have links to butchers, just not local ones. I think he's right. Offshore waste to JMO. I'm working, but have you on in the background, loving the stream time. Appreciate that. Very, very kind indeed. Working hard, we see. That's what we like. That's what we like. Can we score a goal? George, we scored loads before you turned up. Loads. Like actual goals and everything. Can anyone else confirm that we did definitely score goals, didn't we? I'm not making this up, am I? We scored 1 goal in 1 match. 4 in 1 game. Yeah, that's right. And we were a goal down as well. Oh, oof. What a save that was. Do you want entertainment or goals? We can't have both. Was it a cup game? League, I think. Yeah, pretty sure it was league. So it counts and everything. Oh, Billington, come on, you got to do better than that. We've given away a penalty. Great. Right, get Billington off then. Well, there you go. There's a goal. I mean, it's not for us, but there is a goal. The thing is now, if you wanted a goal for us, then that's different. Am I looking forward to WrestleMania this weekend? No, not really. It looks rubbish, doesn't it? Let's be honest. Yeah, it looks crap. Yeah, there's not a single bit of it that looks appealing. Is it even worth watching? Probably not. Will I watch it? I don't know if I've got 47 hours of my life to watch it. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. I doubt it. Even Katie, how are you, pal? Oba smashing Lesnar should be good. Yeah, I guess. Two big lads just hitting each other for a bit. Yeah, fine. I should cover 2 nights worth of entertainment. Even Katie, how are you, my friend? Welcome. Should say as well, by the way, Katie's here. There's bonus WFM show this week. Punk versus Roman looks good. Like, nothing with Roman Reigns in looks good, though, does it? Because Roman Reigns is shite. And he's boring. Rumour Hulk Hogan's back. Fingers crossed. If Randy Orton doesn't win, Jason's rioting. That's fair. You know, Pat McAfee versus Jelly Roll. That's what I'm holding out for. Yeah. And if they can put Teddy Swims in as well, I'll be delighted. Right, it looks like another defeat, I'm afraid. But we were attacking. We did. Honestly. I get the highlight memes on TikTok. Always end up with the spoilers from there. Yeah. I'll see it on Twitter the next morning. Just be like, oh, okay. Fine. Done. And then scroll on. Maybe have it on in the background, but yeah, I'm not sitting and going watching the whole lot. Okay, so we've gone from 3 wins in a row to 2 defeats in a row. Typical, isn't it? And now we've got Braintree, who are... Where are Braintree? Are they near the top? Braintree are second. So we played Solihull at 12th. We've played Curzon at 4th. Lost to them. Now we've got Braintree. We don't have any games in hand now either. We're 3 points behind Kidderminster. Tamworth have got a game in hand. Oh. Pat McAfee versus Jelly Roll is a jelly eating contest in a cafe. Do you know what? Probably. Probably. The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it's Christian Guru Murthy versus Gloria Hunniford in a reading the news match. The following contest is a Louis Theroux on a pole match. You got to go and rescue Louis Theroux from the top of a pole, where he's been put there by the manosphere, and some toxic males have surround the ring. Dug deep for Gloria Hunniford there. Do you know what? Why, Tim? Because I was going to go with Moira Stewart. That's only because I couldn't remember the name of Trevor McDonald. I was like, Christian Guru Murthy, and I can see his face. Who is it? And I was like, it's not. And I didn't have his name, and then I didn't really have Moira Stewart either. So I was like, Gloria Hunniford. I was like, I'd been in there too long trying to think of a name, so it was going to end up being Gaz Top at one point. So the following contest is a Gaz versus Gaz match. It's Gaz Coombs versus Gaz Top in a cage, under the ring. Get Jon Snow in there for a triple threat. Yeah, the Game of Thrones Jon Snow, just to really mix it up a bit. Everybody like, oh God, we thought it would be the news presenter. Going, yeah, that's what you thought, but swerve. Sports entertainment, not wrestling. Off the wall wrestling. Well, we've seen what it looks like. We've seen it. Might tune in Sunday now. What, to ours or to WrestleMania? Jon Snow versus Jon Snow. That would be, yeah, all right, in a Blizzard's Fight Back match. AEW Dynasty was fun. I haven't watched it. I started watching a little bit last night. And obviously they had their pay-per-view last night, didn't they? We've bigged up some amazing matchups. Well, tune in for BSW, where you will see those sorts of matchups happen. The following contest is a everyone tries to take down Brian Robbie match, and it's like a free for all. It's like a Royal Rumble. Just people just like clinging on to him, and he's like, yeah. The following contest is a red tomatoes and green peppers match in a ready, steady, cook street fight. I don't know if it's a street fight or not, but probably when you get like wrestlers turn up with like Team Red Tomato. We should set up an FM content creators card match headlined by the FM show and the reformed 5-star potential pod. Well, if they want some, they know where we are. Fern Britton versus Anthony Worrell Thompson. Yeah. Well, would it not be Anthony Worrell Thompson versus Ainsley Harriott with Fern Britton as special guest referee? In fact, she wouldn't even be special guest. She'd just be the referee, wouldn't she? James Martin, yeah. He'd be on there. The following contest is a Sunday brunch match. And it is scheduled for mild hilarity. Oh, Jallow. Oh, he's got to finish that. Worst match I've ever seen was Buff Bagwell versus Canyon. Judy Bagwell on a pole match, a triple tire cage match. Please create Laura Hunniford, Maurice Stewart, and Christian Gurumurthy. I will certainly try, Tim. TJ versus promotion. The following contest is a try not to finish 12th match. Oh, Jallow. TJ in a 90-minute Iron Man match, but it finishes 0-0. I quite like that. Oh, what a clear as that was. Oh, Shallow doesn't get the ball away. Palmer won a pole match. Right, now we're talking. Getting in there. All of Spurs managers in a ring versus all the Nottingham Forest managers in a ring. Or the Royal Rumble, as it's called. Eh? The following contest is a Ricky Martin in a steel cage match. Don't know. A Living La Vida Loca match. Ricky Martin versus Dominic Mysterio. It's not very Lucha Libre. It's not a Lucha Libre match. It's just what Ricky Martin wanted. He wanted to fight Dominic Mysterio. Nuno versus Big Ange would both have to appear twice in that Rumble. Yeah. Oh my God, that's Nuno Santos' music again. At 20 minutes to go. Should we start to push on, or should we respect the point? Do you know what? 15 minutes to go. Let's have a go. Liam Rosini could come in. Yeah, he's Danhausen. I am cursed. Oh, that's sorry. No, the easy joke for that is Spurs, isn't it? Or Mikel Arteta, you are cursed. The following contest is a morals on a pole match, and it features Newcastle United. Newcastle versus Manchester City. Ablett. Bernard Ferguson. Isn't that next year's Mania in Saudi? I think it is actually, yeah. It is a thing. That is right, isn't it? Oh no, 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 no. Oh, good block. Great defending. Praise, praise. Oh, why are you all pissed off? I've been nice to you. Oh, why are you dribbling? Oh. Right, I've got no idea what Ablett was doing there. No idea whatsoever. Go back to counter-attacking. Dereche. Welcome in, welcome in. 0-0 against Braintree. We'll take that. Look at that. 0-0. We've slipped out of the playoffs, but that's okay. That was a great performance. How did they not score? I've got no idea, but let's not ask those questions. Let's just move swiftly on, Chaser. Yeah, that was one-sided, wasn't it? 22 shots. That was TJ Ball. Darlington promotion bid takes a hit. Who've they been watching? We've been taking loads of hits. We've been knocked out several times. Unbelievable. Dare checked. Completely new FM. Wondering if it's worth buying for the PS5. No idea. No idea. Depends. Do you like football management games? Do you own a PS5? If you can answer yes to both of those, then it might be for you. If you only own a PC and you like war games, then probably not. Carrick didn't help his permanent appointment today. I think Michael Carrick has done more than enough to become the permanent manager at Man U. I don't think they'll look at one defeat and go, that's him gone. I mean, they sat with what's he called, Amarim, for God knows how long. I can't think one defeat is not going to be the issue for Michael Carrick. The mechanic cat versus the milk cat with Mrs. J as ref, which I can't remember which is which. That would be quite funny, actually. She pinching us to count them both out. I can see Southgate. Do you know what? I think Southgate is a cracking choice for Man U for Liverpool would have been a cracking choice for Tottenham. Probably not a cracking choice for Arsenal. I mean, well, maybe it should be actually, but yeah, I genuinely think that Southgate would be a class choice, but no club's going to hire him because of the whole, going back to what was before, the personality of a doorknob factor, which is usually spoken by absolute doorknobs themselves. You know what I mean? Like, he is, as a Scotland fan, Gareth Southgate is the best manager you've ever had. Like, in terms of like consistency. All right, fine, he didn't win a World Cup, but then Ramsey wouldn't have won a World Cup had it not been in England. You know, he got you to 2 finals. Well, was it 2 finals? 1 final, 2 semi-finals. You know, and you only got to 1 final because of the fact that, again, the thing was held in England. Yeah. Achieved massively, overachieved. You know, got you into the conversation with the other top 4 or 5 nations in the world, or certainly in Europe. You know, so you're there consistently, which is where it needs to be. You know, because France don't win every single time. Spain don't win every single time. Germany don't win every single time. Italy now don't even qualify. But you needed to be in that conversation to be there or thereabouts. And then you all went, yeah, but he shops at Marks and Spencer's. So, do you know what I mean? Yeah, not good enough. Just not good enough. Like, yeah, you kind of got what you kind of get what you deserve. And when you don't win the World Cup, I think you'll realise just how good Southgate was. He was far too defensive at the last Euros. Tournament football's different. I mean, look, I'm not sure I agree with that personally, but because he did everything. He got to, what's that? The Coops there, 2 finals, a semi-final, and a quarter-final. Yeah, you would all have taken that. You would all have absolutely taken that had that been offered to you at the start of his tenure. The thing with England is they never have to play anybody until it gets to the quarterfinals and semi-finals, because the way that the competitions are seeded, you know, they do get favourable draws because they've been consistent over the years. So, you know, the qualifications are always really easy, as Tuchel has proved. You know, and then the second you play anybody half decent, you lose. So that's the thing. Whenever it gets to those moments where it's like, right, the big battles come, that's when you need to be judged as a manager. Yeah. And I think the fact that Southgate got you there consistently, I think he would be a great choice for let's say for Man U, for Liverpool, for Spurs, for Arsenal, Villa. Like, he just, Newcastle, I can see him getting the job there possibly. He's a long-term project manager, and I think it would just be, I think it'd be a really, really smart appointment for any of those teams. And because of that, I can't see them doing it. Any thoughts on Italy's slump? I think it's really embarrassing. I think it's really embarrassing for Italy to not be in a World Cup again. Yeah, I think it's pathetic. I think again, it's the way that the Italian football's gone. Like, you know, they now don't have a plethora of Italian players there now. Like, you know, the better players in Italy aren't Italian. So yeah, it's a league thing, isn't it? Like, McTominay is good, but McTominay is not the best player in Italy, is he? Like, one of the best players in Europe. You know, a fee for us when Kane retires. We have no natural finisher for a while. Yeah. Good point. Very, very good point. And again, a player who's not respected enough, I think. I don't think enough respect's put on Harry Kane's name as to just how good he is as well. Lama says Southgate will be the perfect choice as the head of FIFA. Intelligent, measured, moral, and statesmanlike. Yeah. Oh, yeah. 100%. 100%. Moral. That's a good word as well, isn't it? Even as a Scotland fan, he made that England team likeable. Obviously, I still revelled in the fact you didn't win anything, but he was like, this group of players, young players, from loads of different backgrounds. It was like, yeah, he speaks really well. Dodgy says, agreed. If it was only the 2018 World Cup semi, you could say it was luck, fluke. But 2 Euros finals, a Nations League final, and the worst ever result being the World Cup quarterfinals proves otherwise. Yeah. And the Nations League final, nobody even knows what that is, but you got there. And you've got Dominic Solanke, so everything's fine. It's completely fine. Yorkie, that's the thing. Every time Southgate did have something to do, technically he struggled. Is that a tactical thing, or is that a player's thing, or what would that be? Is Ivan Toney done for when it comes to managing meaningful England call-ups? Yeah. Of course he is. Yeah, if you're not playing in a top league, you shouldn't be in the conversation. But then again, Jordan Henderson was getting picked. Carlos Queiroz has been named head coach for Ghana. Dominic Calvert-Lewin is Brazilian. In what sense, Tim? You're not suggesting Dominic Calvert-Lewin is the answer for England's goal-scoring problems for the future, are you? Chris is going to have an aneurysm in a minute. Why? What's happened? Has De Zerbi left? What's gone on? And quickly go to the Twitter sphere. What do we need to know, Chris? You heard someone suggest Solanke was good. Oh, I don't think they were, Chris. Don't worry. I don't think they were. I think they were saying it in jest. May as well throw Danny Welbeck in. Yeah, why not? Danny Welbeck scored a reasonable amount of goals, hasn't he? From what I understand. I could be wrong, of course. But I think for an English player, I think he scored a decent amount of goals in a mid-table side as well. If you can call Brighton a mid-table side. People overlook that Southgate made the World Cup semi-final playing Kyle Walker as a centre-back, Ashley Young as a left-back, and a midfield of Loftus Cheek, Dele Alli and Jesse Lingard. Jesse Lingard, there's a blast from the past. In hindsight, he did well with limited tools. Lama talking sense once again. This is why Lama's here. He basically articulates what my blech says. It's shallow. Out to Bernard Ferguson. Sense? Can't be having that here. I know. Shallow! There's another header. Right, is Jord still here? We've got 2 goals. 2 goals, Jord. For us, in the same match. Southgate did great until the Euros where they were runners-up. Fell apart after that. Did they? Because after the Euros, didn't they get to the semi-final of a World Cup? That's not really falling off, is it? Then the semi-finals of the following Euros, again, not really falling off. And then the quarterfinals of a World Cup, that's not massively falling off. Surely. Look who we're beating as well. And somehow, Lama will still end up 7 points behind them. There they are. We're still 5 points behind Kettering. Everything in football is a cycle. It's not the end of the world when that cycle ends. Absolutely agreed. Let's be honest, the remarkable thing about Southgate camp was the only big falling out was Ben White. In what sense, Bosclough? It never really struck me that there would be any arguments. I think that was the thing. I think the thing with that Southgate camp was it all seemed very measured and calm and respectful, certainly from the outside. As I say, I only have limited knowledge of this because I wasn't really paying a great deal of attention. I did have a slight fear that you were going to win something, and that would have been worrying. But thankfully, English players can, make sure that they don't win stuff. So it made me sleep easier. But it was the first time in a long time I've been genuinely fearful that England could win something. Southgate could have done better, but he could have done a hell of a lot worse. Oh, yeah, he could have done better. He could have won the 3 tournaments that he was in. But runner-up, semi-finalist, quarter-finalist, I mean, that's not bad, is it? Here's a question. Would you rather England win the World Cup this summer or Newcastle win the league next season? I'd rather kill myself, to be honest. Probably England win the World Cup. I'd rather. And again, that'll just give you a chance to just fucking get over it. I mean, you didn't let your 1966 one go too quickly. Newcastle, yeah, I couldn't deal with Newcastle fans and a league win. But thankfully, I don't have to worry about either of those, to be honest. So we should be fine with that. Yeah. England or every other manager has been disjointed because players, particularly Liverpool and Man U, didn't get on. We now know that was Ferguson's doing. He didn't want players comparing earnings. Is that true? Is that true? Not allowing players to talk about... I find that odd. That can't be right, surely. I'm not sure that that's a Ferguson thing or whether that's just a players thing, Cal O'Dale, welcome in. Appreciate the follow. Blame Ferguson. Awful man. Yeah. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Alex Ferguson making sure England didn't win because he was Scottish. Tuchel's issue is he's picking individuals. Southgate picked a team. There you go. That's Tim's hit the nail on the head. Ferguson was a bell end, a successful bell end, though. Would the euphemism be cutthroat? If Southgate won a trophy, Liverpool would have won more league titles. I had to read that again for a second. I was just like, oh yeah, now I get it. Now I get it. So what? Oh yeah, now yeah. Good one, Ryan. I'll take that. Southgate never picked Dolph Ziggler either. He didn't. This is why he didn't win, Lama. This is why now I'm starting to realise that, yeah, Southgate didn't do enough. And he didn't sign enough Brazilian wonder kids. So, man's an idiot now that I come to think about it. Do you know what I mean? Why have I been trying to defend him? If my auntie was a bike, she'd have been my uncle. Yeah. If your auntie was a bike, then she'd have been, that would have been a bike. I don't know. You fill the blanks in. Anyone's asking the size of the squad, by the way. 23 players. And that was maybe about 3 streams ago. People asking how many players were in the squad. I've now went, oh yeah, let's have a look at that. And we are 6th. 52 points. 5 behind Kettering. Level with Kidderminster. Honestly, Llama, we're being sandwiched by the K's. 10 draws. Well, that puts us down here with Telford and Buxton. 26 goals conceded. So we're still the 3rd best defence in the league. Only 40 scored, though. Difference this season is Darlington are going to finish strong rather than fall away. I mean, it's a bold statement, Llama. We've played 30 matches. We've got, what's that, 18 left, I think? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 games to go. We're going to beat Kettering in the playoff final. That is a bold... That would be class, though, wouldn't it? That would be class. Anybody else want to get their predictions in as to what happens? We're 17 points behind Rochdale. We're probably not going to catch Rochdale. We don't think. We might be wrong. 2/3 of the way through the season and still in the top 7 is good going. We're there or thereabouts. Let's not slip right at the end. Let's not Steven Gerrard this shit. Yeah. A man who has the same amount of Premier League titles as all of us in the chat. I do like that little chat there from Ryan going, you have seen what happens here, right? Jason's predicting TJ success. Bless you, Jason. I love your blind optimism as well. So far, you've not really had a poor run of form. There's just been those 10 draws were valuable. Lose a game, but bounce back. It's true. It's true. What's been useful is that we've, as you say, we've been able to keep in touch with the pack. Haven't we? Mr. Maggio's in. Evening, Sir Maggio. How are we, sir? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Difference is we have a goal scorer. Difference is Sir Maggio's going to see us concede. Ah, fuck. That's not ideal, is it? Not what we wanted. Gloucester Services have taken the lead. Right, it's okay. We can work this. We can work it. We'll blame Sai. Absolutely. Logic is definitely not welcome, is it? Buggy ass game. Exactly, Sai. Yeah. You know, I was 6th. Not now. What's happening in your save? What's gone wrong? Do you have an issue? You couldn't click any buttons. Really? Blame J-Lo for the goal being scored. Fair. LD Harv, apologies TJ, I only get the stream on the odd occasion when I'm in. Have you still not been promoted? And that is meant to sound as damning as it does. Or isn't meant to sound as damning as it does. Well. No, we haven't been promoted. That is quite damning from our answer. Some buttons worked, but not the one that I needed. Was that the score goal button? Can you give that bug to TJ? I think that there's plenty of buttons that we don't seem to have that work. Tactical ones mainly. Let's change things up. You're stuck in a Welsh stadium forever. Oh, I mean, there's worse places to be, surely. Gomez down the line. Good cross in. Shallow. There we go. Othello again. The biggest man with a big goal. 6'7" of Sierra Leonean striker power. Get up there. What was the celebration? I didn't see it. I was too busy pumping my fists. Explain it to me, Chaser. What did I see? What did I not see? Sorry. Oh, here we go. Free kick. Coulson's over it. He can hit them. He can hit them. Have a bit of that. Go on, dancing Jobs. Dodgy game. I had a bug on FM24 where I did my team talk and then the match started, but anytime a highlight came up, I only saw the dressing room. Like you were locked in there until the second half. Yeah. Sometimes that's probably where I should be, I reckon. This keeps us 6th. Kettering must be doing all right, clearly. It's our year, says Yorkie. This is us. It's maybe not, though. That's the problem. Counterattack's on. Oh, we should have cut that out. How have we not cut that out? Oh. Look at this. Look. Why does Billington not just put his foot? He's got it here. He's got it. I can't believe he hasn't stretched for that. Wouldn't be a TJ stream without a 6'7" Sierra Leone, and that's true, actually. We grow up tall around here. Oh my God, we're 12th again. I don't think this is really what we're after. Graham's injured now as well. Excellent. I mean, look at this. 22 shots to their 7. 61% possession. We don't normally have that amount of possession. Couple of minutes to go. Cleared away. Oh, off the crossbar. Come on, Darlow. It's going to be a draw, innit? Even Cheese God, how are we? How's it going? Well, we are still in the playoffs. Just. That's disappointing. We should have won that one. But in the words of Bewitched, c'est la vie. Respect the point. Pip Williams Barnett. I mean, 16 for Flair. Let's have a look at old Pip, shall we? He's already on our shortlist, so there must be a reason. Open the Pip. UV man. Very, very determined individual. Do you know what? Let's have a little nosy at you as well, shall we? Jumping reach is good. Determination, off the ball, teamwork. Right. We'll have a little nosy, shall we? Who's Jose Davies? Oh, 100% if he plays everywhere. Scout him as well. Pip Williams Barnett sounds like he was educated in a really posh boarding school. Well, I think he'll go really nicely with Bernard Ferguson as well. Mackay Bernard Ferguson. So we can get, if we can now start getting an entire team full of double-barreled surnames, then we can definitely have a bit of Tory ball. Yeah. Sammy Robinson might have to leave. In the words of Bewitched, blame it on the weatherman. In the words of Jackson 5, blame it on the boogie. In the words of South Park, blame Canada. In the words of Nigel, no. Is Tory ball where you destroy the poor teams in the league but let the rich teams do anything you want? Not really, no. It's more just about I sign players who've got posh names. It's because we once managed Oxford as well, and then everyone started calling me Tory Jameson. So they said I had a Tory tactic. So yeah, and then I may have failed FFP. Yeah, I've got two ovens. Club uniform could include those sweaters that they wear around their necks. Oh yeah, horrible. Darlington FC now affiliated with Barnard Castle. Barnard Castle. And the pre-match sushi. Well, okay, and that as well, right? Failed FFP in Oxford of all places, just to put the tinfoil hat on things. Right, 15 to go. 15 to go. Ooh. We're not going to get this season finished this season. This season finished this season. This season finished this week, are we? That's not going to happen, I don't think. Ablets wanted. Alfreton. Hughes also wanted by Alfreton. Plus the unnatural fascination with a racer. Look, hey, I didn't say that I was going to be a racer. I said I could understand why a racing would take place. But yeah, I was also I was intrigued more than anything. Jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams. Just saying, well. We need Katie back to defend those mashed potatoes correctly. You were pro ricer, I was here. I could see the appeal of a ricer. Was my point. Yeah, maybe I was pro rice. I don't know. At first I was very anti ricer, but then I was like, maybe the more I thought about it. Okay, fine. I get it. Who are we playing? Chelmsford. Chelmsford 19th. Rices are against God. If a God exists, of course. On the 7th day, God created rices. This is why I love the stream. The lore is epic. No, there's a lot to catch up on. Like, if you're new, like this is like joining in at season 12 and being like, right, can you fill me in? Honestly, take too long. Must Ben the scaffolder. No one does. No one does really. I think he was playing dumb. I have to believe that because nobody could really say the things he said and mean it. The bit about when he realised that, well, he was curious as to whether or not Vinnie Jones was a footballer. I thought that was quite good. And then those other bits, I was like, I think you're leaning into this a little bit too much now. Oh! Shallow again. Bernard Ferguson down the wing. Big Shallow. Dancing along. Was that the Trump... the Trump-esque celebration where he wanks off two blokes at once? Is that what he was doing? We did an AI summarizer to act as TJpedia. We could. Is there such a thing that could happen? Si, you do AI widgets now, don't you? Could you have like a co-pilot to summarize? This stream was mainly nonsense. To be honest, you don't need a summarizer, do you? You just literally just need... Just put that at the end of it. Anyway, the following stream contains nonsense. Zuckerberg is cloning himself in AI. What a dull cunt. Unbelievable. YouTube now have a feature where you can ask an AI bot to fill you in on the series. Really? Shaka Hislop is our AI ghost. What? Shaka Hislop? Where did we get that from, Jason? I mean, granted, we've never seen me and Shaka Hislop in the same room. As Tim says, never seen TJ and Darlow in promotion in the same room. Is this promotion in the room with you now? Or YouTube's AI bot for TJ streams? Who the fuck knows on repeat? Not suitable for sensible people. If we download this tactic to you, pay us 20 quid. Oh, yeah, easily, yeah. Yeah, right. You can all have my tactic for 15 quid. I'll do you a deal. 15 quid for tactics. I'm not giving Josh Daly any... Oh, not Josh Daly. Hold My Heim any engagement, but why would you pay 15 quid for a tactic? It's nonsense, isn't it? If you pay 15 quid for a tactic, you deserve it to not work. I'm sorry. Oh. Imagine AI trying to explain RDF tactics learning about hedgehogs. It would just say RDF tactics appears to live in a fire escape. Needs to get his alarm done Have you seen the dudes now claiming he's paying creators to hate on him? Really? Wow. Riverside trying to summarize the podcast is fantastic. Yeah, it tries too hard, doesn't it? 8 seasons in, maybe paying for a new tactic isn't a bad idea. He's doing a Darlington save. Has my cover been rumbled? What a ball that is by Jallo. Cross in. Oh, gotta do better. Genuinely, he's in the Premier League after 6 seasons. Feels a lot like some cheating's gone down there, hasn't it? Everybody knows it's impossible to get the Premier League with Darlington. By Premier League, I mean National League. Caught part of his stream the other day, kept saying, I've made so much money, I don't care what these FM content creators say on repeat to his audience of 18. Yeah. Suck it. 1-0 win for Darlow. Have my tactic. I say what, I'll do it now. Like, yeah, 12 quid. I'll do it for now. So we want, if you want consistency, well, TJ performances are prime. Yeah. Loads of different formations, all getting the same output. 12. If anything, I'm the most consistent FM streamer. People say this is the most realistic save on Twitch. Yeah. It's the most engaging. I'll give you £2.50 and a packet of Monster Munch. Sold! Sold. And you know what? I'll let you pick the flavour of Monster Munch as well. I've got my favourites, but you can bring whatever you want. Carter's in on the follow. Pretty sure that Carter sitting there looking at the tactic going, 12 quid for this. 12 quid for this tactic. Oh. Bargain. £12 to find out which tactic definitely won't get you promoted. Worth it. 100%. And then the thumbnail will be me going, yeah, and I'll just say a super awesome mid tactic. And then this tactic has scored goals. And then everyone like, wow, it scores goals. And I'll be like, I didn't tell you how many goals it scored. Yeah, does AI not just say TJ is a conspiracy theorist who believes Denise went out and killed Coolio? Other insane rants include dead cats in fridges and anything Michael Barrymore related. When you put it like that, right? I don't come across well, do I? Other creators sell mid-block tactics. This one sells mid tactics. Oh, yeah, I've got them. I've got them. Come on, pal. You know you can just like nudge us down, right? It's gonna be a grand. Damn it. Damn it. Talking about Barrymore, he seems to be having a lovely life now. Keeps seeing him pop on my feed, loves sweet food. He does, and he's a gamer as well, isn't it? So, and I had an opinion about the late Queen's handworking skills as well. That's true. I did, didn't I? Jamie Luke Chambers Shaw. What have I missed, Chris? I have a new gem with a double barrel first and surname. Really? Jamie Shaw. Ryan needs some help. I'm currently in Bristol City. got them promoted first season, stayed in the Premier League, 2 seasons on the go. Now the board want to extend your contract. Within the last season, I've turned down Marseille, Lyon, and Rennes. Main question: do I stay or travel to a new club? It's very interesting. Are all of these clubs beneath you? Because that's where I tend to get my job offers from. Also, can I interest you in a tactic while you're here, Ryan? I've never tested it in France before, but I'm sure it'll also get you 12th if you really, really try. Yours for £12. And the new gen in the women's save called Poppy Seed. That's good. That is good. Daryl Belston. Do we need a midfielder for a grand? Or am I just fluttering money around? Because Gilligan's currently playing centre mid. I mean, he's better than Aaron Reed. I'm guessing who we're gonna be selling. Hopefully. Let's delay that for a bit. I'm not sure. Maybe. Depends which direction intrigues you more. I guess it's an unhelpful answer. It isn't helpful, but it is. You know, it's a noodle scratcher, isn't it? That one. Matt found a new gen called Daily Penis. Well, struck gold there, didn't he? Spending money in the National League North is madness. Look, it's wages. We're not spending on transfers, don't worry. And also, we've been here long enough. We can spend our money on whatever we want. Yeah, it's wages, not transfer fees. Hope the fella lets this one through. Gianluca come. Brilliant. Yeah, we also need to use money on players because the ones we've got at the club haven't been very good. So we put loads and loads and loads of effort into mid-range players. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. How many did we play tonight? We've played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. We played 9, right? Okay. You signed for 4 more years. That was. Hang on, I thought you were like. Is it like a sort of 1 more season? But you're fully locked in. You signed a Brazilian called Michel Platini. Could not sign someone with that name. That's true. Yeah, you have to at that point. Right, I'm wondering whether or not defensive is the way to go here or counter-attacky. We can always step up if we need to and push on a bit. So Macclesfield are 3rd. 10 points ahead of us. Look at that. Kidderminster, Darlington, Tamworth, all on 57. Kettering on 61. That's getting tight down there, isn't it? So Kettering versus Buxton. Tamworth versus Curzon. Kidderminster versus Chorley. I think Kidderminster must be losing. They are. They're 1-0 down. Look at TJ casually switching between his 3 tactics pre-match like a real YouTuber. Well, if I was a real YouTuber, what I'd have done is I would have saved and reload. No. I would have just put 4-2-3-1 gegenpress on and just gone all the way through. That's what a real YouTuber would do. And so ad spot here, yeah. And the ad would be for my tactic. You're literally editing a holy advert now. I mean, we can stick one in the middle of this if you want, Chris. I'm not sponsored by them, but so it would be a bit awkward me being like, this is what I think you should drink. But, I mean, maybe if we just do it, then they'll have to pay us, right? Chuck, we could cross in. Jallo's header. Drink Jameson's responsibly. If he was a real YouTuber, we would have had an OP tactic from someone in his chat. Yeah. You lot would have all been doing the scouting in the database. So you'd be finding me all these like under 18-year-old Paraguayans. I'd have a list of wonder kids from real football that I'd already know about because, you know, I'd be watching real football. We'd be Champions League champions by now, and then it would just be boring, wouldn't it? Ventus does the Undertaker sit up. Oh, I miss that madhead. God, I wonder what he's up to these days. Shouting at something else, no doubt. I don't like how the clocks keep changing. It was stressful. Yeah, and yeah, I don't miss it actually. I don't. He was a twat. Shouting at people in the park, probably. Yeah, I mean that's if he even goes outside. He was a special kind of dafty, wasn't he? Anyway, the good news is that we're currently 6th. That's the good news. So this tactic is becoming more worth its while, more worth its weight in gold every single match. Kidderminster losing 2-1 to Chorley. Tamworth and Curzon 0-0 still. Kettering are beating Buxton, so it's worth 20p now. And oh yeah, easily, Si, easily. Became part of my daily routine to find out what on earth he was going about this time. I know. I barely got any work done that couple of months that he was at his best, should we say? Do we get it free if we signed up to Patreon? No. You don't. I'm not giving everything away on Patreon, but well done. Thank you for signing up to Patreon, by the way, Ryan. And anyone else can sign up if they wish, from as little as £3 a month, which is, you know, a quarter of my tactic price. Will get you early access to the FM show every single week. Not this week, however, because we're on our Easter break, which is code for we didn't record one last week. You also get a bonus episode, and there's a penalty, you fucking daft bastards. Oh. Shite. Yes, you do get to see our five-a-side sticker collections. CM Jewel. I'll have to re-edit that, won't I? And stick that out. You get to see Aaron, more animals with Aaron. MNA, welcome in. Appreciate the follow. And we've hit the big one, everyone. We've hit 6,600 followers, apparently, as Twitch now tells me. Do you want me to do it? If you've got time, Chris, that would be great. But if not, like, I'll try and have a look at it tomorrow. But yeah, I don't know what's going on. In fairness, my day has been, excuse me, editing may not exist. Was there an issue with? There wasn't an issue with the record, was there? Sure, there wasn't. Can't remember. It was one of those. It was a late night, that one, wasn't it? MNA, everything's good, thank you. Our days have been good. Having a wonderful time. How are you? Hope you're well as well. Means me and Matt are talking to a ghost, which, to be fair, sometimes happens. Right. We'll have a little bit of body positivity, and then we will we'll move on. Is this the final fixture of the month? No, 2 fixtures this month. Well, do you know what? We just have to leave some people getting angry about the fact that we haven't played all the fixtures in a month. Then being like, I can't sleep properly. Yeah, let's do that. You know, taking Hemel to the championship. I mean, well, you know what? We can all have day trips out. But actual promotion, or because that feels a little bit like I'm having my nose rubbed in it a bit here. Which, you know, as the owner of a £12 tactic, I'm unsure about people, you know, getting promotion. We're playing Oxford semi-final, second leg, 1-1. I think you're serious. I think you're serious. Okay, here we go then. Final match of the stream. Right. Let's see. Then we'll leave it with 1 match this month to go. I think that leaves us with 10 games to finish this week. So we might, well, do we do Wednesday? I don't really like streaming on Wednesday now because then it means I do Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So it's all a bit full on. We'll see. We'll see. Because it would be good to have it finished for the podcast, but we've got a guest this week, so we could maybe do that instead. What's happening there? Is it Kidderminster have taken the lead? Or Tamworth? Tamworth have taken the lead. Is it me, says Sam Pitcher, or there are no data columns you can add to your squad views anymore? I don't know, Sam. I don't know. Pokemon League on Wednesday. We have, just wide. We have, so yeah, we probably won't get Wednesday. It's just a free play this week. So whether we go or not, I don't know. We might do. Yeah, it might be a case of this. We might have to finish this over the weekend, which is absolutely fine. It's probably for the best, actually. Take it easy, Chris. A pleasure, as always. Always fun having you in. Off to bed as I do a massive yawn. Yeah. All right. South Shield, second bottom in the league, and we aren't. And we're still 0-0. Look at Chukwu's taking a knock. Oof. Judging by the yawns I picked over the weekend, yeah, I think you're probably right. Yeah, kids are back at school tomorrow as well, so we've got that to enjoy. Jason says, I love watching nothing more than watching a weekend stream on the weekdays. On the weekend stream on a weekend, sorry. That does make more sense, doesn't it? Bernard Ferguson down the wing. Jallo's not in the area yet. Crosses over here. Coulson. Openda. Bindley. Oh! What a finish that is. That is a beauty for Bindley. That's football. You're absolutely right, Veggie. Little touch. Bend it like Bindley. As the scoreboard indicates, we're in a good position. Yeah. Get Mike Flight on now. Let's get Gilligan off as well. Oof. Oh, the top. Stick Graham on as well. Give Jallo a bit of a rest. Still only 2 points clear of Tamworth, 4 clear of St Albans and Altrincham. Is that going to be enough? It is. That is enough. Epic. That's definitely what we need. That will do. So another cheeky little 1-0. Yeah. Good. 6th in the league. 6th is okay, isn't it? We're fine with that. Let's I'll tell you what we'll do then. Let's tell you what we'll do. Because that's been decent enough, to be honest, right? 7 points behind Kettering still. I get that. We've ended it on a high. Yeah, we've not sort of like, you know, said let's play one more match and lost. So unbeaten in 2, 4, 6. Unbeaten in 6. Reasonable so far. Yeah, not many games to go till the end of the season, so we might be okay. We might be. Who knows? Who knows, to be honest. Genuinely no idea. It could work. Maybe we get in the playoffs. Maybe we don't. I've got no idea. We'll have to see how long I can keep the computer on before we get back on Friday. It'll be Friday, won't it, for the next one? So let's see how that works. Yeah, fun from everyone. Thank you for being in. Let's go and drop a raid on someone who looks pretty new. So go and give them some love. As you know, we'll be back on Friday. Have a wonderful week. Take care of yourselves, everybody. Speak to you all very, very soon. Go and give this dude some love. And yeah, speak to you on Friday. Bye, everyone. It might happen. Who knows?